Hey, I'm back. I'm back. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome to my channel, the underrated doctor. Let's see. Welcome to my channel, the underrated darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. We up in here. This is part two of why most of your women love to deal with funny men. I will explain. This is part two. Um, Hey, Absalom, check your email. I send a link to get on the panel. Check your email. All right. Check your email right now. Just come straight to the panel. Check your email. All right. We're gonna have a few people gonna be coming in a few. So yeah, so let me read this off. Come enjoy a real conversation with the number one grinder. Us as a righteous one individually, let's make a change within ourselves and genuine being there for each other. We got. We got. I'm gonna hit y'all with this intro, and we're gonna get this part two. We're gonna get this part two going. Good morning to everybody. Thank y'all so much. We're gonna get to Alexis, Sister Alexis, and Brother Absalom in a few. Hit you up with this intro. The grind don't stop. We be right back. Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is part two of why most of your women love to deal with funny men. I will explain. So we get this with this going and stuff like that. So we're gonna introduce Sister Alexis. Um, go and say something, then we're gonna get the brother Absalom.
Much love, peace, and respect to everyone.
Yeah,
My name's Alexis, and I'm here for your panel. I agree
thank you.
with a lot that you say.
Yeah, exactly. See, I was gonna put it like 11. I said, nah. I thought about you. I said, nah, I'll make it 12:35 because I want you to be here.
Make sure
I
them
want you.
kids are out.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. I was thinking. I said, let me get the kids out and everything. You get it going. So I'm glad you're here, brother. Introduce yourself, please.
Peace, peace, peace. What's going on? Absalom Pianki. Originally from New York, man. But I'm out here in South Cat and representing Mac Era and Spring Family Music. So great to be a part of your show once again. And I want to say one hell of an intro, man. That's real fly. I like that.
Yeah, somebody to hook me up, man. You want something, man? I get you covered. I get you covered. So some hook me up though. Somebody hook me up. Intro. Yeah.
How you doing, Alexis?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm
All
doing
right,
fine.
guys.
I'm doing fine.
Guys, what we gonna do? We gonna I'm trying to wait for some more people to get on the panel, but will you tell? All right, while we waiting, while I see what's up, tell the people what part one is about, please, Alexis. You can start off with you, and then Absalom, please.
Okay, well, part one, in a nutshell to me, is all about how these men nowadays, they acting kind of funny. And when we mean funny, we're meaning, wear these tight pants, um, pushing the agenda that's out here for us. I feel like a lot of melanated people are being pushed towards the gay agenda right now. And, you know, women love it. I'm going to be honest. A lot of women love to be, I don't know how to put it, their friends, be influenced by it. And it's not healthy for your I would say I don't really, any relationship really, because I'm married, but I don't, it's any type of relationship. It's not healthy to have all that around you all the time. And I'm thinking as like a woman's point, um, it really isn't, especially with kids around. It's as I've grown, I've realized like this is not what should be pushed out here and be seen all the time, especially to our men, because it's like really demasculating you all. And we have enough problems as it is, but it's a real problem. I feel like it's a mental health issue and it's just being accepted all over the media and everything's pushing it. And the Most High tells us that this type of behavior is abomination on top of sin behavior. And we just really need to look into more of this and how it's affecting our whole society.
I
Okay.
agree,
All right, go ahead, bro.
100%. Yeah, I agree 100%. What she's saying. I think the show was emphasizing on that a lot. You made some great points. Also saying that I think with the agenda being forced down people's throats, I'm with her. I think the sisters, they endorse it a lot. They push it and they pretty much, they laugh with it. It's like if it's a game. You know what I'm saying? Down to the children being affected by it. You see what I'm saying? So it's definitely an issue. I think that most black women need to be hearing conversations like this, um, so they can really get a grip on things, because that them endorsing it like that, it really puts a stain, as far as like relationships go and stuff. Because how a man feels like, if anything, he having problems with his woman and she goes back to her little funny friends, and they're not going to say anything, positive. It's just like a toxic woman. They're going to endorse her to be negative and to go against the grain of what that man is trying to emphasize in his household. And that's a huge, huge red flag.
I think a big problem too is if we do have conversations like this, we're looked down upon, or we're the bad guys. And that's, I want to say, it kind of hurts me that way, because I'm not out here telling them how to act, how to, well, I guess kind of like on a panel like this, I would be expressing my feelings on that. Sorry. But, I'm not protesting anything like this, um, which they have to get their rights and things, but I say something or we say something, then, we're the bad guys. And I think that's not fair at all, because it's really not doing any good for us.
Yeah, I agree. I just
Yeah.
heard the panel Jason Black live stream earlier, and he was going in about this person from that community was trying to basically start up a whole campaign, yeah, canceling Dave Chappelle, and it's like somebody calls his show, and they really trying to justify like the whole movement's behavior, like this, and it's a black person too. You could tell it was a black guy, and he's really trying to justify the whole actions of what's going on. And the question was posed to him was like, do you represent black people or do you just represent your movement? Because when they don't see no kind of race or nothing, and it's just them, it's like all else against everybody else. It's like they could do whatever they want.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. All right, let me introduce Ice Turner Senior. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please, brother.
Indeed, indeed. What's going on, everyone?
What's up, Ice?
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, as y'all know, this is ice. You know,
Yeah. Okay. What we gonna do? I'm gonna post. Maurice Dell. Yeah, I'm going to see because I got one more person to get on it. If I get one more, I'm gonna get you on. But this is part two. So if you want to, brother Dell, you can go. I'm gonna post part one in there, and you can scan through it. And it's basically this is going to be continued. This part two is going to be continuation. We're going to go into politics about it. Oh, that was Alexa. She come back. I'm gonna email you. I got you. We're gonna talk about the politics and the social content with this, and I think it's and the culture about it. And I feel that is very important that we need to discuss. And then Alexis, then you're gonna talk about the family. We're gonna talk about the family and stuff. So let's get it going now. We're gonna start a Ice Turner because you want to talk about the political part of this, a continuation of part one. You go ahead, brother. Then y'all can follow that up.
okay. Well, looking at from the macro aspect, with the political agenda, um, obviously on one side, right? One side of the argument, it's pushing it for the purpose of you know population control, mainly because now you look at it from the population control aspect, because you hear the whole story about climate change. um, that's another thing that you know they're pushing down our throats and whatnot. It's an agenda mainly, to basically be in control of the people. Usually if there's one thing, it's several different ways, or aspects they would go about it, but mainly that in that particular category that we're speaking of tonight, that's mainly being pushed down our throats from that political standpoint, from that part. And then so it's basically it's an attack against the family. So it's not only just for the aspect of being control things, but it's to really attack the family, to attack basically the fiber of what this country is built. To attack basically the fiber.
Sorry about that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's all good. So it's attacking the family, um, and just from a spiritual standpoint, it's attacking that because if you look at what righteousness is and what evil is, everything that's built upon righteousness, you got to understand there's always going to be something on the opposite side of the cart to pervert it. Now, if you look at a healthy relationship is between a man and a woman, so are they perverted between having a man and a man? I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
No, now from a political aspect, that's where it's basically destroying it from the macro aspect, and from the micro aspect, it's there to basically keep the minds and hearts um, you know corrupt or corrupted, you know by pushing it through different lenses, basically from entertainment, with media. They're in control of the media. So the agenda is being pushed all throughout in every area. So if this is something that you're bombarded with, this is all you, to the point that where this is all you really see and know. It makes it easy to accept it and to be conditioned by it. So from the political aspect, that's really the agenda. For one is to control. Two is to pervert.
Mm.
Okay. Anybody can follow that up. Excuse me, Cool Jen, check your email right now. I sent it. So anybody can follow that up.
Go ahead, Alexis, if you like to chime in.
Thank you. I was gonna say it's perverting the families horribly. Anytime you turn on the TV or anything, you have to constantly, at least I do with a spiritual background, believing that this is not right, in the back of my mind, always have to look for it for my children's sake. And I'm having to explain, you know, transgender to my 9-year old. And, it's something I feel like as I was a 9-year old, I didn't know about. But now it's all over. We have to teach them this is, and I can't, I want to be politically correct, I guess, so well with this because I don't want to sound like some hate person, but that it's wrong because everywhere they see it's right, but it's not right. So, and then you have a lot of parents that'll be like, oh, you know, it is okay, society's changing, this and that. So it's really putting pressure on, especially I feel like, the mother and the father, because then they can go to school and look like horrible kids. And it's just being so normalized. Like, when do you start teaching your children about it? How do we go about it so we don't sound like we're speaking hate? Because not everyone believes in the Bible. But I also believe in the society situation. All of this has switched so quick. You used to go to jail for being gay, hung, castrated, things like that. And it went from like being ashamed, can't even talk about it, to then it's just in your face. Lil Nas X is having a baby. But the wait, he's not gay anymore, right? He misses women. I mean, this type of stuff is all over the media. And even, you're trying to protect your children from it, but how do you do that when it's everywhere? And we don't have other people like us to stand up and say, okay, this is getting out of control, you know, because it is an agenda. They want population control. They love probably seeing this type of stuff. They probably eat dinner to us all arguing about, men versus women right now, laughing at us. And it's not cute. And they're destroying our families, let alone teaching the children under us how to have a family. I'm 36 years old. Half of us barely even know what a family is already. So we have to have things like this to talk about it. And I'll mute up.
No, makes a lot of sense right there. I mean, they changed the whole dynamic. I'm not going to be too long. Um, they changed the whole dynamic of the family structure, what it looks like. I mean, so it's a different ball game. And like you said, I couldn't imagine because I don't have any children as of yet, but I couldn't imagine trying to explain it to them, and especially at the rate is moving because it's like today is one thing and then tomorrow is like, especially what they pushing now, they trying to, push that P word in there, excuse me. So that could be legal soon, So it's like, I mean, if these conversations can't be had, all else fails, God forbid when that time comes and they take something, a platform like this away from people, you see what I'm saying? It'd be a whole nother world you'd be living in, like the book of Eli.
All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna put anything, but Ice Tony, anything you want to follow up? Oh, let me get Cool Jen and let me introduce her. Cool Jen's in the building. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself, please.
Hey, thanks for having me on, JT. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that's
Anytime, anytime,
on the
anytime.
panel in the chat. Yeah, I'm Cool Gen 87. I have a channel that's over there. You all can go check out. Talk a little bit about relationships and the modern day problems that goes on today in this society, in this culture, with a little bit of biblical truth. So yeah, that's what I want to say.
And before I continue, let me put this out there. This is the now I know people probably say, what is she talking about? Part I already posted part one. I did part one at 7:35. Okay. The ones that you see up here, they want to continue. I mean, I want to continue it too, because I want to continue at another time. But they feel like it was very, very important that we continue this within a few hours. And that's why you see us as talk now, brother Del, if you still want to get on, if you still in the chat, if you still want to get on, I'd be more than happy. I got one more slot, but this is a continuation of part one. So I want you to get abreast of that, right? And then you still want to get on, I'll be more than happy. So because we're gonna try to keep it in the content, so like this. So now, before I continue, we talked about the political part. Did you hear brother Ice Turnacine was talking about the political part, brother Cool Jet?
Yeah, I heard something from each and every one of these.
Okay, then you can put your input. You can put your input now, and I put my input. We're gonna keep it moving.
All right, so I was gonna give my illustrated opinion about the politics, which is what I call it, because what they pretty much do is just cast spells on people, though, people tuned in with the mainstream media and try to control people's mindsets and like with some of y'all was saying with like the younger generation coming up, like the family structure is already at the bottom, and that we're doing people trying to do their best, saying go off what they learn, and what they're trying to do is trying to finish that off, and they're pushing all these other different type of movements and stuff they have now. The alphabet community, and just trying to divide the children up, with these gender parts, gender roles, and stuff like that. And they shouldn't even be talking about that right now. Truth be told, they let you know how the enemy moves and stuff right now, man. And his time is short. So you know, there's a lot of strong-minded brothers out here. I mean, that's needed, and some of the sisters too. And it's important to make sure we be the best role models we can, because somebody out there needs to hear our voice. Somebody out there needs to hear us, though, man, because kids may have parents at home that don't want to that's not listening to them because they know maybe something wrong with their parents, and not to say all of them, but it's just that they're maybe too influenced by the media themselves and stuff, like grown people, and they can't think for themselves. So they go along with what everybody said, without using their own minds. So, I'm a person that like to stand out and just keep this truth and pushing and stuff. Whether I'm by myself, it's all good with me. So it has to be told, man. It has to be told. But that's all I got to say.
Okay, let me get this out the way before we continue. Well, I already salute the ones on the panel. Thank you, Kelly Ray. Thanks for coming. Hope that you should subscribe and come back. Thanks, honey, for coming back. Maurice Delt, thanks for coming. WDL, thanks for coming back. Pastor $40. You say you just listening. Thank you so much for support. Moves and Slayer, thanks for coming. Thanks for hope you still here. Like I said, Maurice Delt, you can go through part one. The link is in the chat. And then if you still want to get on, you'll be more than happy. All right, Kevin Kell, thank you always for support. I haven't seen you in a while. 3,000 degrees. Salute to you, brother. See you in a while. Glad that everybody, family in the chat. Y'all okay. Y'all and your family's okay. Okay. Glad you're okay. All right. Now, what we're gonna do now, we talk about the politics about now. I was gonna bring up the social kind of, but we're gonna save the social at another time, I mean, in a few minutes. But I want to talk about the culture part now. And we talk about the culture part. We're gonna add Absalom to start off, right? Then we're gonna have Alexis, then Ice Turner, and Cool Jets. And that's how we go. That's how we're gonna do it. So go ahead, brother Absalom.
You said cultural, right?
Yeah, the culture part, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the culture, that's what they call it, like culture vultures, man. They took over that industry for a while now, years back. Starting with the fashion.
Mhm.
And even when they infiltrated, our stuff to the urban stuff and got rid of that, they always been in existence. You know, um, just doing a lot of backdoor stuff. You know, um, getting our people to buy into that stuff that they do, and those galas and all that stuff. They get these people to come there and give them stuff to wear, and just it's just a whole lot of manipulation how they get these people. Then they get them invited to these parties, and then it just start going to way left, to where it's like they so far gone. There's no coming back from that because they already done mastered that art of these people mastered that art of when it comes to this culture vulture stuff. They take the culture and that we have and they demonize it. That's what they do. So for the youth now it's so bad because they've done stuff like where the youth is going after like belts and stuff like that, but at the same time they're confused about their sexual orientation.
Okay, cool. All right, Ice Turner, please. Brother Ice Turner Senior.
Indeed, respect. Now, from the cultural aspect, how what the agenda behind that, it's basically is to alleviate the idea of choice. Um, for the ones that are coming up, as far as the children that are impressionable, when you know when the other side of the argument, is not allowed to really represent themselves because you know because of certain things. can be taken from them, it gets silenced. So this is pushed, towards, though it doesn't seem, crooked, but just seems like this is the actual way of life,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you know, and it's going to basically spill into every area, from the cultural aspects. So we promote it through, even through, the religious aspect is being pushed there, towards, though it's basically trying to normalize it. So to the point to where, as though this is really all you really see, so there's no defense mechanism against that. So to the point is not that it's actually wrong. It's like, this is it. But all of us innately have, what's right or wrong, seared into us. So it's an alarming thing. It's just a matter of, you know, them attacking certain ways, or taking certain things from you. It's just like, just like with the job, with COVID and stuff like that. Like some people, you can't work unless you basically take the shots. Same thing with this. It's like you can't, eat or do anything, unless you accept this. But their way of, their idea of you accepting it versus, how you have it set up in your mind of acceptance is entirely different. Their way is more so is to invite more, recruits. They want you to participate into it. They want you to be just as tainted, just as corrupt, just as defiled, just as, confused, and just as destroyed as they are, because there's definitely a spirit behind that.
Got you. Bro, excellent points of Absalom and brother Absalom and brother Ice Turner Senior. Sister Alexis, please. Culture.
Um, I feel like the culture change with it it's very fast within. I have brothers that are 18 and 17. They accept it so much more than I'm 36. Like me and my husband, they accept it. They look at me like I'm up on or something. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like, why do you feel this way? And I feel like a big part of it is too. It is being pushed, in churches and things as well. When you see the flag, at least around our areas, there's flags up at them. Um, when you know that they go downtown and get married, or things like that. And like it just all happens. It's like a blink of an eye. I feel like, I remember when the first state allowed, to get married. I just remember when Boston really started doing that, because I was in high school and it was like a big ordeal. And, you know, I've just, the culture with it has gone so quick that even I feel like I'm behind in it. And I feel like I get shamed because of that. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
oh, just accept it. I don't know how. Like, no, it's not supposed to be like that. you know, and then when we see, the politics behind it, spirits behind it, it just doesn't add up. And then for everyone to say, oh, it's okay, just let it be, and then, um, I just feel like the culture, they have manipulated people so well with it
Mm-hmm.
that they don't even know they were manipulated. It's like, the greatest trick the devil ever did was make you think he didn't exist. So it's like one of those situations, I feel like it. Because I really agree with the spirit behind it. And it came quick.
Mm.
And people are just blinded by it or something.
Yeah, that's a sad thing about it. Thank you. Cool J,
So
please.
I'm back now. Yeah, everybody made some great points in here, very great points. Today, and this so-called society, this culture is really gone downhill. it's upside down. Truth be told, as we all know, and that what they try to do, media and things like that, they pass it on. They try to reach out to the younger audience so they can keep them lost too, like the parents, since they got a lot of older people, lost. Their target is like to go after the younger people though, man. Um, thinking what they saying is actually like how can I say it? This is the reality of it, of what you see. This is how it's supposed to be when it's truly not, you know. Um, especially when you don't have the values and stuff, the value system anymore in this place, which they trying to get that obsoleted now, and they try to get everybody to like do this, follow this new world order thing. What they trying to have planned,
Mm-hmm.
they want everybody to go along with it, and they don't want you to think for yourself. They want you to use their mind instead of using your own. Going back to what I was saying earlier, so this place is really fall apart. Relationships, family structure, all these things have really been destroyed. Right now, and you can't. Common sense is even thrown out the window nowadays. So it's only few like-minded people that you can link up with to come together with and talk about particular things such as this. They can understand you and come together, because right now it's like a lot of people out here are slowly turning into zombies right now, as you can see, and just really dumbed down. A lot of them have just been really dumbed down, by the media and stuff, man. So that's my take on this cultural thing.
Gotcha. Well, my take is on. Oh, I forgot to mention my take on the political part. And with the political part, I think a brother Ice Turner Senior, he touched on it. Even like the first part, they talk of they use of spirituality with government, saying it's right. They misinterpret what the Bible is saying. And I think that, and I feel that y'all, all y'all make some great points. Make some great points, and I think that along the that we need to take heed to what's going on, and this is real. And then we got powerful people they use a religion to push this. They use the spirituality. They call quote unquote they think spirituality and stuff. And we have to understand though too that there are men in prominent places that's pushing it. That is very true. But also we gotta be free. We have to understand too that there are women that's pushing this too. And they using they toxic femininity to push this. And I want people to understand that very loud and clear. They in alignment with toxic masculinity, toxic feminine. And they working good together. That's the sad thing about it. And trying to brainwash us to accept this and stuff. So these are great points and stuff. So what's what we're going to do? We're going to start the social, right? And after that, then we mentioned that we're going to freelance and y'all going to say what you want. We're going to build. And then I want people to engage in this. Now, people probably say it sound foreign. Like I said, part one is in the chat. If you want to go skim out, I think you can scan through it because a lot of Jews was out there. So if you need to know, that's part one in there. It's a continuation. All right, so we're going to talk about the social part. So this is how I'm going to do it in order. We're going to start from Sister Alexis, Brother Kujit, Brother Ice Turner Senior, and Brother Absalom. Then it come back to me, and then after that we're gonna tie this up, and then we're gonna keep it moving. All right. Now we're gonna talk about the social. All right. So Sister Alexis, you go first, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you. In part one, I was in the chat, and my thing with the social thing with the funny men agenda is it's fun. My early, 20s. I was in the party scene.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of it, you know what I mean, out there. They were
Mm-hmm.
fun. We had fun. But then I feel like as a straight single woman, I that's not what I'm trying to be around. I need a man. And they were not men at all. They were, like girlfriends or something. And even after I got out of that, party scene, partying all the time and, going back from Boston to New York and, having a great time, it's a time where you start to grow up. But I also had a foundation in a social aspect, I guess. It was around, but um, we knew not that wasn't the way to go. Like I said, I partied with them and then
Right.
I split ways. And I can say me and my husband, we really don't know anybody in that lifestyle right now. And he's pretty like real against it. Like I say, I think as a woman, maybe women are more prone to, because of the whole let's have fun. They're like a girlfriend to you. But when
Right.
you really start to think about it, they ain't no girl. They a man
Mm.
trying to be a girl or they're confused about something. And every single one I knew had some traumas or issues in their past. And as I got older, that's why I started thinking this is like a mental health thing, you know, and it's really affecting us because we're just accepting it socially. Because if not, you might have somebody spray paint your house or something,
Yeah.
something mean. So socially, it's like we have to kind of accept it, and then it's pushed on us. It affects our children because then socially they have to be able to handle it.
Right.
You got kids transitioning, sorry, at a very young age where they shouldn't even be worried about if they think they're a girl or they should want to play with all toys because it's a toy.
Right.
So that's the
Right.
type of
Yeah.
house I grew up in. You better go play with something or make
Yeah.
something, you know. And I'm thinking at this young age, and then the parents that allowing it, that's when you got to really think what's on the, like, what type of social circles are they in to where
Mm-hmm.
it's okay to say, oh, I'm letting little Billy turn to little Susie,
Mm-hmm.
for the other parents. Oh, that's wonderful. Like, where are we going? No, 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 no. If little Billy want to be little Susie, let little Billy be Susie at 18. And then doctors are involved. It's everything socially
Wow.
because we have to prepare our children
Right.
because you don't want them getting beat up because they're saying, my mom said this isn't how, God wants it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of kids don't even get that at home anymore. A spiritual aspect of anything. They get put in front of the TV and that teaches them. So if we're seeing the funny man agenda on TV, what do you they gonna think it's totally fine? And then mommy's bringing home her friends that look like girls, they're boys, but some of them may be wearing dresses or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's gonna be way worse here soon, and we don't speak about it more. I feel like, and thank you.
And I appreciate that. Okay. Cool Jit, please. The social problem of it.
Hey, I'm gonna let somebody else go up or pass me though. I'm gonna come right back.
Okay. You can mute your mic. Okay. Um, Ice Turner, senior, please. Social part. Okay, Absalom.
Um, yeah, social. I
Yeah.
definitely agree with Alexis was saying, and it's deep because it's so deep that the social aspect of it, they done got the spirit. working with them like we were saying earlier, and just they working on all fronts with that because it's so difficult for us as men now, just like even in the workplace. You got to watch what you say. And I remember when when it first started coming into play around 2008 when Obama was in office. It's like you could have seen the resistance already building up, and now you see it even more now, even like in sports, like John Gruden, the football coach, who just resigned off emails from like 2011 when he wasn't even coaching in the NFL. And they said it's like over 600 and some thousand emails, and he's the only one getting called out. You see what I'm saying? And you have owners that they probably speak way worse than what that guy was getting caught saying in emails. But the social part of it is so strong now that is like they could say anything they want about anybody, but you can't utter a word against them. Like I can get into a confrontation with one of them now and they can say nigga, nigga, nigga. But if I curse you out to a certain extent, depending on where I'm at, I could probably get arrested or, like I said, in the workplace, lose my job and, stuff like that. And it's very sad now.
Can't hear you. We can't hear you.
I said it's very sad.
Okay, I got you. Did you finish? Okay. Ice Turner Senior, are you there?
I'm back.
Okay, you back?
Yeah.
We gonna get the Ice Turner last. Go ahead, brother Kucha.
Okay. I'm say a little bit on the social part if I can think of it. Um, y'all make some great points. Like you said, being in the workforce and stuff like that, you definitely have to be careful what you say. Any little thing can get you in trouble and stuff nowadays. I mean, it can offend people. You have to be careful what you say about the alphabet community, whatever type of community movement that's out there that's so called big. You definitely got to be careful. Even with the family thing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, communication was always something that we all had to do if we're going through something. But um, we live in a very isolated culture right now. Truth be told, to where like if you're a person that speaks truth, then you're going to get crucified for it regardless. Um, so I mean, it's like you have to be careful what you say, but at the same time, you believe what you stand for, then hey, then so be it. But I know what I stand for, and I stand for my truth. Like anybody else up on here and out there. But that's my take on the social part.
Cool, cool, cool.
Cool. Yeah, that's good. Carmel Candy, thank you. Appreciate for coming. I want y'all to go support each other in the chat. Support and participate. Ice Turner, brother Ice Turner Senior, are you there? I hope the brothers are all right and everything. So we cover this and everything. So this is what we're gonna do. I was thinking about this while I was setting it up. Um what we're gonna do, I want Absalom. I want you to tie in part one and two, right? Because you listen to it. Ice Turner, if you dare, tie up part one and two, and even Alexis and even Cool Jits. I want you to tie up part one and two. And before I continue, part one, I did that like a few hours ago, and this is a continuation. So if y'all want to know more, that's part one right there. So what we go do, Absalom, tie it in part one and two, and then after everybody will do with that, we're gonna build on that. Okay.
Yeah, real quick. This part one, you was building about, how the funny guys, the funny boys, how they just have this much leverage, even with the black women and how we all hate to say, the sister's been endorsing it for years, to whereas, even like you can go on a thread on Facebook or something and see women, one of the funny boys or something post a picture, and they have 1,000 comments. All women. Hey girl, go girl, you slaying, and just stuff like that. And I can hear it in your speech when you were talking about that earlier. That it's very disturbing, man. As men, it's very disturbing to for us to see it. You know what I'm saying, and to see our women engaging in it, and like I said, endorsing it. And that comes back to what we talking about now, and we talking about the social part about it. It got the brother just asked a question in the chat. It's like with the social skills, it's like what do young children need to learn about same sex? Like that's that relations. That's absurd. So it's either way they look at it. It's like it's full circles. We gotta be more serious because on the social, they're taking over stuff politically. Like they have these people running for office already. You see, while we still sitting back just voting, we just voting. We not even trying to participate and play the game. But meanwhile, they got their people out there. They putting their people in position.
Okay. Ice Senior, Ice Turner Senior, are you there? Okay, thank you, Carmel Candy. Crab by the Rose. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Again, like I said, Noble, let me see something because this is continuation of part one. So if you want to get on, I advise you that the link is in the chat, part one. You can scan through it, and if you still want to get on, that'd be very much appreciated. I want to keep it on the subject and stuff like that. And but getting crashed by the Rose, I want you to go check out. She got a great channel. I check it out and everything. She's a good person and stuff. All right. So this was who is next after her. I'm trying to get Ice Turner in it. Go ahead, Sister Alexis.
Well, part one, we were talking about really how like it is very disrespectful, this whole funny boy um situation going on. So that's why we wanted to do like part two to talk about how it got this way more, or it kind of go more in depth about it, how it's affecting us socially, with the politics, how it's affecting our families, everyday life, things like that, and pretty much just how it's disturbing and disrespectful to a lot of us because we're trying to keep our families together. We're trying to mend families and think not have another reason to separate. And there's spirits behind this and things like that that are helping these agendas being pushed.
Hmm. That's the sad part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got myself. Yeah, that is the sad part. It really is. Do you want to elaborate on that before I hit Cool Jet?
No,
No, go
I'm
ahead.
okay. Thanks.
Go ahead, Cool Jet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, a little bit from there from the part one that I caught. Yeah, a lot of these, the funny boys are nothing but fake alpha dudes, as always, and that they're not doing nothing to bring anything positive to the culture. They help, doing what they can on part of the agenda, which is tearing down, their own gender and saying in the opposite. So it's not helping anybody. It's not doing anybody any justice. And I hate how they try to push their politicalness on other people. Their agenda on other people and stuff. And we're not for that. So I just want a lot of women to be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? Men like that try to get you to come on their side because it's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to help you at all. You know, you all need to listen to the masculine energy men that's about truth and that stand on a square and that is trying to push the right agenda, that do believe in families, you know, God, family, you know what I'm saying, and just people building together, you know, because we all need each other in some type of way. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Okay. Well, I don't know where to start. Can y'all tell me where to start at? Part one. I say a whole lot. So if anything y'all want me to elaborate on that, I can. If y'all want me to, or
The Apple Boys.
okay, Apple Boys. Hey, you doggone cool, you know good. You bad influence on me, bro. Well, why I make up the Apple Boys? Said no. I'm not talking about the fruit that God provided. Let me
Right.
put this out there. I'm talking about the devil fruit that he provided to create this people. And what the devil has done, he developed, you you doing it, Soaks. You doing it, Sister Soaks. You doing it. See, I got you covered too. When I'm talking about the Apple Boys, the sweet Apple Boys, is that these are men. They refuse to stand on their masculinity in all levels.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Noble, hold on, Brother Noble. I want you. No, listen. This is what I want you to do, Brother Noble. I put the link for part one. I want you to scan in part one. And then when you scan in part one, I'll be more than happy to see you the link. I want to keep this. I want to keep this in order here. But the part one is in the chat. So if you go right now and scan it through, but that's what we're talking about right now. So it's very important. So if you do that, that'd be very much appreciated. Because I want you to sticking it on. So why I brought up Sweet Apple Boys and Apple and these pair of women, these are the ones they do not want to adopt God's order. They said, "What do you mean God's order?" Number one, Grinder. I'm talking about the nucleus of the family that God had provided us to be man and woman to produce kids and have family. Even like if you can't produce, but to have a structure. See, the devil do not want structure. He don't want the devil do not want family structure. He wants the devil wants chaos. He wants to camouflage. The make believe is good, but it's not good. That is very true, honey. You're right. And so that's what I'm talking about, the Sweet Apple Boys. But we got some pair dirty, toxic women that are with it too. And they feel that is I'm talking about the women now. Some. They are down with this. And I'm going to reach out to Alexis because Alexis is she's not the only woman saying this. Also, Sil has talked about it too. Y'all is outnumbered of these of these no good, toxic, I call them sweet pale women. And they said, what sweet pale woman? These are toxic, feminine women that think it's okay that a man can act feminine. And we got to be careful of these, what I was talking about. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, panel, my family. And that's what I'm basically talking about, that we got to keep our eye on because they don't want to be challenged. Yeah, sweet pear. No, sweet, like the fruit pear. That's what I'm talking about. And these women, they part of the Eve branch. Just as the sweet boys is part of the Adam branch. Could I repeat that again? Do you want me to repeat that again?
Go ahead.
Do you want to repeat it again?
One more time.
One more time, all right. When we giving you jewels out here. When I talk about the sweet pear woman, I'm talking about the branch from Eve, the sweet apple boys. That's come from the Adam branch. But we have to understand that I'm talking about the model of Garden of Eden. This is what we talking. This is what the devil wants to create. And the devil got so many branches that could camouflage. Oh, if you eat that, and that's how Adam and Eve get caught. But what's the sad thing about it? The devil is using this to try to camouflage. No, you don't need no family. You know, you brother, man, you could be like woman. Woman, you could be like man. No. I'm talking about, honey. I'm just talking about hypothetically, okay? So it's not okay, but that's what I see, okay? And y'all can elaborate on that if you want to on the panel. And so these are the signs that we gotta watch out for. These are the signs that we have to understand that we know God is real, but also the devil is real too. And the devil knows that, and this is the sign of the last days. The devil don't have no time. So this is I'm talking about the spiritual aspect. Also, I'm talking about the cultural aspect. Also, I'm bringing the social aspect, the container within one, and also the devil in his park. He has social. He had the media of all levels. Like our boy, like Dr. Neely Fuller, that says in the mid 1970s that they're going to use our young black boys to be feminine. And he said 75, something 74, 75, something like that. And he said in 30 years. And it came in fruition over 30 years of the great Dr. Neely Fuller. So we have to understand that there is a deliberate plan from the devil to make men, and not just black, not just men, period, and young boys, period. Yes, I agree on that. But especially our young black boys. And also we gotta say our young black girls trying to making them have masculinity. Hold on, brother Noble. I gotta give you my email, but I want to keep it in the content, please, bro. Please keep it in the content. Let me get this out, and I want y'all in the panel to elaborate on that. So we have to understand that the devil had created a park for these people, and the devil is not gonna let it go. That's why he pulled it in, and then after that, they get this fruit, and he don't care because now in God's eye, they are detestable. Right? Now I'm talking about the modern Garden of Eden. So understand there's a tree, there's a park. I know I talk about the tree, but I'm talking about the park now. And the devil is the head of that park. Okay? So y'all on the panel, y'all can elaborate what I just said. And why Brother Noble, I'm going to send the link out to my I'm not gonna put the link, I'm not gonna put the link out there. I want you to email me. I'm gonna put my email. Go ahead while I take care of this.
Yeah. Real quick, because I ain't gonna be long. I'm gonna hop off so somebody else could join. But
No, you don't have to get off. You can stay.
okay,
I got one more
okay,
people
cool.
get on. You can stay.
Okay, cool. Well, I was gonna say what you saying it makes a lot of sense because when you talk about this devil here doing his work, got these people blinded. You know what I'm saying? From all aspects of life, man. it's just so wicked. And speaking about the garden getting symbolic, people can't we can't like leave those things out because those are good messages for us. To have something to lean on and use as a reference point. You know what I'm saying? And it just gets deeper and deeper, like the rabbit hole. As further down as you want to go with this stuff, it gets deeper and deeper, and it's a shame that our people can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather choose not to see it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, brother Noble. Yeah, yeah, no, brother Noble. I say you can email me right now so I can send you the link. Okay, that's the only way people get on. I can't, I'm not gonna put the email in the chat now. All right. Anybody else, please, before we continue.
Yeah, I agree with the whole rabbit hole, getting deeper and deeper because we didn't even touch on half of, the things. We could get into the prison system, slavery,
We're gonna get into that.
all of the, yes, all of that, and how it's, they have been attacking the black man and the black woman forever now. And maybe that's why it's a little frustrating, like, how don't y'all see this? But oh, and the devil's running out of time, and that's why I feel like it is going so hard towards the youth because the Lord teaches He loves the children,
Mm-hmm.
and they're starting to pervert the children's mind more and more, making
Mm-hmm.
them lose their innocence younger and younger. And I'm not just saying, having sex, just even them knowing some of this stuff is losing their innocence. So, um, and somebody mentioned earlier, they're trying to pass the peas, here soon. What age are we going to have to talk to our children about everything because the peas are legal? It's another mental health problem that
Mm-hmm.
but then so we got to start talking to our children at 1 years old so they can be aware of this, so they're not getting, so they know what to look out for and things.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep. The rabbit hole gets real deep, and they are attacking us from every angle.
Good. All right.
Facts.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, facts though, man. Like, yeah, the rabbit hole does truly go deep, and it is important, to talk about these things, especially like I said, people got children that's coming up. People like me, I mean, I'm not even sure if I want to have a family in this land because it's so toxic and it's full of wickedness and stuff. And we have to go back to the problem though, where it all started though, because that's the only way we're going to really, have that solution though. If we go back to the problem and figure out a solution for it, to move on, to prosper, and to go to the next step, you know, time to cut off all the television, the music and stuff because it's powerful and it gets to your subconscious, you know what I'm saying, to where like you doing things that you not even know what you're doing. Because you're following along with it. You think this is the right way, you think it's okay when it's really not. But yeah, going back to slavery, it's deep, man, go back to where everything goes. Just thinking about something in the scriptures, how I talk about the curses, what I'm saying, in the book of Deuteronomy and stuff, that we all have like now. We carry on up to like 2021 now, and why, we're not moving forward. So that's what I want to say. But yeah, y'all make a lot of great points, man.
I had a question for you guys, if you didn't mind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, when we talking about all this stuff, and then we just mentioning, the rabbit hole. I was hearing some stuff about, when we talk about the jab and all this stuff still lingering on with the pandemic. It's like, I was hearing about how them people out there who supposedly are the chosen people out there in Israel, stuff like that. They are, well, basically like the whole places has been mandated, like, to definitely get, what I'm saying, get the jab. So I was thinking like a question is like, how long before these people over here get put on that same pedestal. You see what I'm saying? Because like we saying, the devil stay busy and he just rounding them up. So it's just a matter of time, just the same thing with us. We got to be prepared. These people think that they're special. So it's a matter of time before, who knows, they could be the test, what I'm saying, the test subjects for all of this stuff that's been going out there. What's your thoughts on that?
Go ahead. Anybody?
So, yeah, I'll say a little bit. I'll say, yeah, we're in the end times right now. All the movies and stuff that people grow up in the time, 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s and stuff. A lot of those movies just wasn't for our entertainment, but they were showing you what they were going to do to us in the coming future. And a lot of those movies that were ahead of its time is happening right now today. You know what I'm saying? You see it throughout, TV at the time, some of the movies and things like that. And like with this pandemic, thing that's going on. So, and they brought back some stuff from way back in the medieval times, like they're going to use in the near future. And it's getting to that point because, like I said, the enemy time is short. He knows that his time is short, because his future's doomed. But yeah, man, I'll just tell people out there, just use your discernment. You know what I'm saying? Get close to the Most High because, time here on this planet is short and it's not going to always be like this.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Sister, Brother Ice Turner Sr. probably fell asleep. I hope he's all right. I gotta check on him, brother. Cooking with cooking with nothing new under the sun. Yeah, exactly. Sis, anything you want to add on before we continue?
I was just gonna say I agree. I do believe we're living in the end times. Also, what you heard over there in Israel is correct. I'm pretty sure they have to use it to even, like get into the store or anything. I know France is the same way. A lot of places are starting to be like that. Costa Rica has given people days they can go shopping, things like that, and they have to have their card. It's very disturbing to me, but also if you know the word, it's not that, well, we're watching it, we're seeing things happen. And yeah, I think the only reason why they really don't go so hard on us here is because we still have the right to bear arms, where most countries, I don't know of any other country that has that right, truthfully, as a law, a right to bear arms. Now there probably are, I just don't personally know of any. So I think that's saving us personally. Sorry.
Yeah, I get what you say. I hear you.
The whole, I say that because this stuff to strength of when we talking this biblical stuff, like Sodom and Gomorrah, like being destroyed because of all that stuff and like we saying, we living in these times. You see what I'm saying? So they don't even know what they could be having coming down the pipe because they so wrapped up in this, like almost like a Me Too movement, where it's just like it's us against the world.
Yeah, but it's true. But I'm gonna say this too. I do believe that this is a sign of the last days, and I believe that the God getting His people going from the heavens and clearing this earth, and I think that that's going to happen. And then I feel that the ones that are going to be in righteousness, the one who died, they're going to be resurrected. And also, I believe that the ones who doing this turmoil right now, they don't know when it's going to happen, but they gonna be hey, you just how I'm gonna do it. You gonna be there or you're not, and so we gotta pay attention to the signs, and also too that I urge father, mother, and fathers. I know you like talking to your daughters. There's no doubt about that about these men. But I'm gonna keep on emphasize it again. You have to talk to your sons about these men predators and also women predators.
Yes.
You gotta understand they are part of the problem too. Now we used to say they co-signed it and everything, but there's no more co-signing it. They're in alignment. What's going on too? I know there are some women don't like when I say that. They don't even like what Alexis is talking about. But I'm telling you, what Alexis is talking about is so true. And I'm telling your sisters in outside of space and inside space, you better understand what Alexis talking about. You better understand what Absalom talking about. You better understand Ice Turner Tafsir told you. You better understand Cool just told you. You better understand this. When God judgment is coming, it's going to be something that you cannot imagine.
Facts. Big
Now I'm
facts.
telling you,
Exactly.
it's going to be cleansing like you never seen before. We don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm telling you like this: God's going to give us some time to be in righteousness. Yes, He is. Yes, God is. But I'm telling you right now, if you're still doing detestable, then I know we're imperfect. But if you're doing the detestable, you ask for repentance and be on the righteous. All of us isn't perfect. We still in the process of getting it right. If you're not willing to be in the process of getting it right, you got to answer to God's wrath.
Yep. It's
I'm
true.
telling
Exactly.
you,
It's the truth.
this is in the Bible. It's in the prophecy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Prophets. You can't pray away prophecy because prophecy is going to fulfill itself. It's
Right.
got to fulfill itself, man.
Right, and you
You know
can
what I'm saying?
actually see and you can see things is getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
I'm 55 years old. How old are you, Cool Gents?
Man, I'm 33 years old. I'll be
You're
34 this
33
year.
years old. How old are you, Alexis?
36.
You're 30. How old are you, Absalom? I can't hear you. No, I can't. You barely.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Just a little bit. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me now?
There you go. There you go. Yeah, we can hear you
I
now.
said 36.
All right, 36. So, dang, yeah, I
I
think
want to
I
say something
turned.
too.
Oh, yeah, go get it out because I want to ask. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is important for both men and women to, get in their roles and stuff. And I want to say a little bit to the women out there too, that's doing a lot of unjust right now. I hope that you all can get it together, get back to y'all feminine role, and the men too, get back to the masculine role. Because where the direction that we're going in right now, I mean, if you don't see what's going on right now, then you're in for a world of hurt, and you're gonna wonder like what's happening, why all these things are happening though, because a lot of them are not listening to the righteous people though right now. Because I'm trying to tell y'all like all these things, like we're gonna see things we never seen before. I remember someone was talking about the fig tree generation. I think we're gonna be that generation to see Christ returns, man. I really do believe that. Because like I said, just it's too much wickedness going on. I mean, way worse than the Sodom and Gomorrah. Nobody wants to build families anymore. Everything, it's just capitalism. Money, 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 and stuff. Not about love, family structure, none of those things anymore. So it's going to have to get back to order though, man. But right now, I mean, all you could do is just prepare. That's all you could do. And yeah, that's my take on it. I'm gonna leave that for now. I'll say for another show.
Yeah, and also you gotta understand this, and this is prophecy. People always want to interpret God, God's prophecy when that He had other people, had other apostles, or other people had wrote the book, and so you can see it. You can see it. The science is right there, but there's still some of us that's not willing to really see for what it is. And we dealing with wicked people. You're dealing with wicked people. And we have to understand they're going to do whatever they can to derail our righteousness to live in all shapes of life.
Yes, I agree. We are dealing with very wicked people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the whole, you know, I think with the whole, you know, emasculating the men and making women more masculine, I look at the, Jezebel story.
Mm.
And I'll see the spirit everywhere in our women. I just
Mm-hmm.
Jezebel. And the Ahab was her husband. I'm really bad with my scriptures and things. But then when I'm like, now y'all acting like him, just letting this happen, So you could even learn from just other stories, even if people don't. Oh, we're not at the end of times. Okay, we'll go back to that story. You know what I mean? Do you not see the spirit of Jezebel everywhere? It
Yeah.
Truth.
it's just like the devil's releasing everything at once because he knows his time is up.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we are
That's
just under
facts.
like every angle. The greed in this country
Mm-hmm.
is to a point where I think we need another word for it because
Yeah.
it's beyond greed.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's wow. When I have my sister, she's 19. You know, my dad called me laughing. She think all men make like $100,000 or something. You know what I mean? Every man's supposed to buy her a Gucci purse or something. And I'm like, what is the matter with these girls? People. He's like, it's their generation. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
well, we got the same exact father, and our mothers are very much alike. I respect my stepmother a
Mm-hmm.
lot, and I love her to death. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, how they get so different?
Mm.
You know what it
They
is?
think they supposed to have a BMW. They, American Express black card, not work, not do nothing. You know,
Oh.
Yeah,
and
that's the truth.
Yeah.
be able, to boss somebody around, have a
Mm-hmm.
nanny. Now I'm gonna say, maybe at 19 I was thinking kind of delusional too, but I knew that, you know, it wasn't like what they out here imagining. But I'm like, well, she watched the Real Housewives all day, you know, or all these, that's what they see, the Kardashians and stuff. Well, why can't they be
Mm-hmm.
that way?
Right.
Well,
That
your daddy ain't a
toxicity.
Kardashian. You know what I'm trying? That's why I try to, but it's even, I'm like, my own sister is this delusional? Like we got no, and it's just how they all think. And then I hear, 30 and under talk. I'm like, they really think, this is how life is supposed to be.
You know what's sad?
Yeah.
You know what's sad though? You know, a lot of women when they get to a certain age, then they want to call the other guy we all know about. I'll say his name on here, asking for a high value man, and it's like, what? Why do you deserve a high value man? Which I don't like to use those terms, but why didn't you get wiped up at an early age? While you're in your prime, because a lot of men want somebody women that's fertile, they can have children with, have their own children,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But
Yeah,
like I said, this country we live in today is it's surpassed, Sodom and Gomorrah, and it seems like a lot of us men are not marrying today because we know that it's like it's traps all over. It's
Mm-hmm.
traps all over, and so many self-entitled women, right now. To my man owing this, get the bag from him, all this goofy stuff. But like that day is gonna come, 7 women to 1 man though. It's gonna come. It's going to come.
Yeah. Yo,
yeah.
let me get this out there. Sis, I want to start from you. Honey said in the chat, the black man is guilty of not protecting his community.
Well, then the white man could be the same, the Chinese man, the Hispanic man. Um, I don't see how that is because technically, if we want to get technical with things, the black man's really only been free since 1970. So if we want to go, you know,
Mm.
upwards from there, I feel like and with the prison systems the way that they have made them, you know, so maybe they feel like they are. A lot of women I do feel that way, but I feel also they're not putting everything into perspective. Why our communities were not being protected. A lot of the, before 1970, do you want your husband dead or alive? And
Mhm.
I hate to sound like that, but I'm sorry if that means, you all had to do what you had to do to stay alive to work. Now, a lot of, people will go, oh, well, they leave the families and this and that, but that could be any man in any race in any culture. So I look at it as maybe we need to stop downing each other so much and applaud each other for what we have overcome and figure out how to keep moving in the right direction, because division is only going to keep us separated, and that's what they want, so that
Mhm.
we could say, oh, we're depending off us women have to depend off the government because our men want to be in the streets. Well, let's say you get caught up for a little petty crime or something, you can't get hired, you can't get an apartment. So then we're gonna down a man because he got in trouble maybe at 19 and he can't now get an apartment for himself. There's a lot to play in this. So
I could say this. I mean, cut you off, sis.
no, sorry.
No, no, no. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, because I want you to continue this too. But there are brothers in here that actually say that they do not feel sorry the man get in trouble. And also, we don't talk about what about man that is locked up for nothing, that they never did a crime for 45 years. So what's up with them? I just it goes back to me like, get back to these funny boys. Some of them,
No, I've done the crime and the time.
the
So
boy, yeah,
I don't know. I got, yeah. If we gonna be in the streets doing what we do, then yeah, you got to, if you get caught up, you got to do your time.
right. You got to do your time. I get that, but this is what I'm saying is this
But it
that
does, but it's what you learn from it too.
what you learn from it too. But this is the thing, a difference of certain nationalities when they do crime wherever they set them up, make sure they still have that generation wealth continues. But we don't do it. You did this and that, you this and that, and so my thing is that yeah, and so this is what I'm saying that y'all say y'all want to be high and mighty and stuff like that, but y'all don't want to stop homosexuality.
They don't want
Yeah,
leadership,
yeah,
basically.
but you want leadership, right? The women. Oh, yo, the women want to like, oh yeah, I can get it what I want. I don't need a man. Oh, I don't want to know you need a man. You want a sweet apple boy that you could take over and use a puppet with, right? That seems to me of one of the issues, right? Am I wrong, sis? Am I wrong, brother? Huh?
I mean, they like to boss people around. That's the way I look at it. They want what they want. They're gonna get what they think they deserve, or they're gonna get what they get, and the man should be happy. That's that. And I just
Exactly.
don't see how that's realistic. I'm sorry.
And I have to say this though, in all due respect, Alexis, and there's nothing bad, but I'm sorry, ain't nothing like a black woman puss.
Facts. Facts.
Ain't nothing like, cause I know you like, cause you're happy, man. Cause I tell you, cause you heard me like, yo, let's check it out, yo, look. You don't need to argue now, Alexis. Damn, mama, damn, bro. Yeah, I gotta put some kids in you now. Yeah. But that's real. That's real right there. Procreate. You love your husband. He loves you. He understands his part. You understand your part. You work in conjunction together in God's arrangement, right?
Right. Yeah.
All right then, but hey, I'm trying to tell you, but listen, but I'm just letting you know, no one grinder do not play. Grinder don't like to be around those sweet apple boys. Also, grinder don't like to be around no sweet pear women. No, nah, it's not gonna be like that. It has to be from right or wrong. And we gotta understand it. I know people who don't want to deal with. One of the main reasons we don't want to deal with homosexuality. Then people say, "Well, I gotta know your sex and this and that." Or you gonna, yeah, I want to know that. Oh, but I'm bisexual. Well, you down with the group. You with the group, but and but I'm bi. I go both ways. When I'm with you, no, I don't play both ways. Listen. I know how to clap. I do. I know how to clap real well, but it doesn't mean I have to clap to everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, there people think everything's in two is good. Everything in two is not good. Sometimes things that one's is work is one is better. Why? And anyway, why I'm gonna deal with a woman that is contrary to God's leadership?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's women out here and men that go to churches that pray to God and stuff like that, but you know what? In the churches they be sucking each other off.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Insane homosexual things, even heterosexual things that they don't supposed to do, even they married.
Very true.
Mm-hmm. That's facts all
But
day.
right, exactly. So these passes, we got them them sweet green boys, and also we got these women out here. They're sweet lavender women. They're wicked. You even got gay churches and lesbian churches. Oh, God loves everybody. Who tell you that lie?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
tell you.
still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something though, man. Everything that once felt normal doesn't feel normal no more. It's like the total opposite. You know what I'm saying? It's like a transgression now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta understand. God forgives, and no, well, forgive, but see, you pick wicked. And that's a good point. You say wicked, sister Silks. They wicked. So you want wicked outweigh. No. Let me they take wicked. You want ungodly wait more than golly, huh? And y'all know that I'm telling the truth. And you know other people like us telling the truth, but you don't want to listen. Because you know why? Because that evil flesh that evil flesh on you, woo! Temporarily. Then after that, you feel like, oh, God will forgive me. But you know the sin that you're doing is detestable in God's eyes. But I got the me to protect me. You gotta understand. You this is how I am. No, but you don't want to change. And it's not cool. Let me read from Honey, and I want y'all to build on this. The black man globally had broken the record of Guinness Book of Records for staying oppressed and enslaved human man ever for generation after generation. Who wants to talk about that? I'll be last.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say this too. You know, I said we all repent and come back to the Most High, change our ways. You know, as the scriptures say, you know, He can heal us. He can heal our land. You know, and that's the only way we can really truly move forward if we come back to the Most High. I mean, all of us, both
But
men and
this,
women.
yeah, but this what I'm saying, honey. Why it's gotta be the black man? I'm saying,
But guess what?
I'm saying, like, why? Why
But
it's
get
gotta be a black man? Even like it's gonna be. No, let me get this out, brother, and I'm gonna give it to you. And Alexis, I want you to get into this too as a mother. You know what I'm saying? See what you're saying, honey. That you told the black man. Let me ask you a question, Alexis. Do you have sons?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Now I want to clear this up. You will get what I'm saying. What you just say, honey, you talking about the black. She had black sons, future kings and stuff. That is a slap in the face of me, a slap in the face of Cool Gents, and a slap in the face of her sons and any black man in this world.
Can I say something real quick? She's
No,
trolling.
let me get this out, bro, and I'll give it to you. I got it.
All right,
But you are the same one that caping from a homosexual man.
She's trolling, man. I know trolling. I
You
smell
are the
trolling. I see it.
same one. You are the same one saying that in your way that he's better than a homosexual man. Incredible.
Yeah, honey, you
Go
trolling.
ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you trolling. You know what I'm saying? I had a brother, somebody else on another person's channel did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're a woman, you know what I'm saying, you're not supposed to talk over a man. You know what I'm saying? I know you're in the chat room, but let me say this too: the scriptures don't make black men docile. It builds character. You know what I'm saying? We have to be holy and righteous. Let's get that straight. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all women out there, man, are so rebellious. Y'all don't want to follow under the rulership of a righteous man, though. And you wonder why you're single, you're gonna be alone. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of women out there now are gonna die alone. It's just the truth, man. I gotta keep it real. Man.
Yeah, they're gonna die alone. Some of them, and I was gonna say, like, some of them, they're gonna die alone, but then they're gonna blame those very same people that they actually supported. They didn't support the you know what I'm saying, the heterosexual man, but they supported the homosexual man.
Mm-hmm.
And that in turn is going to basically, you know, it's going to turn and bite them in the ass, and then they're going to basically, you know, basically get revved up and you know, go get. You see, everything is meant to basically create chaos and confusion. Going back to that point.
Mm-hmm. Facts,
Yo,
bro.
Charles Rain, next time you can get on, you know. You just because we did part one, so you can go up on the link, you can go up on the chat and check out, because this is continuation of part one, but it's going to be next time because we're going to talk about a few things. Are you okay, brother Ice Turner?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, we just want to make sure you're all right, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
but
take care of something.
But yeah, that needs to be said right there, man. You know, a lot of women out there, man, don't know how to. Can I cuss a little bit? Can be a little
yeah, get it out, man.
You know,
I don't usually
a lot of them, yeah, because I don't use a cuss, but a lot of them don't know how to shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? And wonder why your men are fucking emasculated. You wonder why they grow up to be boys to boys instead of boys to men. That's what's the problem with a lot of y'all modern Western women today, man. So learn to keep your mouth shut though when a real man talks. But that's all I gotta say.
I agree. I hate to sound like that, but you know, I feel like a real man's gonna let the woman go off for a while, and then they gonna shut it down.
Sister Alexis, you better be careful now, because you know what the women be saying. You a slave. You supposed a man supposed to listen to you, because I got the cookies. You gotta understand. I got a PhD. You see how they treat us. You see how they treat us for decades. You know what I said? Come on, girl. You gotta come over here, because all that submission stuff. Listen, look at the China mind. Look at the white mind. Look at the Spanish mind. We submission of them. We don't supposed to be no submission, no black man, woman. You better get to the story and leave that husband of yours. Shoot, he
And
don't
guess
do
what?
nothing.
And guess what? When this society, when this culture crash, which it will crumble though, they're gonna look for men, you know what I'm saying, righteous men to protect them, because these thug fake alpha dudes ain't gonna be able to protect you, especially when martial law come. The only men that's gonna stand up are the men of the most high though, man. We are the real righteous men though, man. I'm saying I'm not perfect or anything, but the righteous man is gonna prosper the land. The wicked is gonna perish. And that's truth. It's truth.
Yeah, and you know, Alexis, I want you to get into it, and also Ice Turn. And you know what, girl? Let me tell you something. You are brainwashed. Look at the goodies I got. Yeah, I get $1,000 a day. But you know what happened when you do that, black one? See, Alexis is pure. She on the black man's side, just like we on our side. See, Alexis, she's married. See, me and Ice Turner Senior and Cooches, we would go to hell and protect her, cause she got real feminine. She stand up for what's right. And even though I say this, while your husband not around, we got your back.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that because, you know, I'm sure I do look like, I'm falling for the man or, you know, this and that, but you just have to know your roles. And that's
There you
what,
go.
he ain't in here babying the kids to take, what I'm saying? I'm the mother. I'm the woman. I'm supposed to be feminine and have emotions and
Yeah. And,
things like
And
that.
guess what? Guess what, Alexis? And you're right. And you see, that's why I have to call like these fake gurus online, these dating coaches and stuff. Because there's no such thing as a dating coach. There's no such thing as dating coaches. Like you said, if every man and woman get back to their God-given role, we could find each other naturally, though, the way it's supposed to be. But a lot of people don't want to do that, though, man. They're rebellious against their own role. Does a fish swim? Does a bird swim? Or does it fly? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're going outside of order, then of course you're not gonna know your role though. But a lot of men and women are rebellious against their own roles in life, and that's not how the Most High wants it. But go ahead.
Exactly.
But you know what, Alexa? I ain't finished yet because I want you. You know what, girl? Let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody say. You cannot take me away. See, listen. I got a man. Listen, look at that. I'm in the house. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to wash my ass. You know what I'm saying? When I wash my ass, and he up there doing his business thing. I got somebody here. He's a bad boy. Just came out of jail. He ain't good for you. You need a good stick and stuff like that. But you know what happened, black woman? You in his own. You's a his own. You like assembly line from state to state.
Hey, I want to say something. Hey, honey, how old are you in the chat? Because if you're an older woman, then I can see why you're upset. Because only feminine women going to get masculine men's protection, though. That's all you got to be, feminine. You know your role. And masculine men, brothers like me, when we see a feminine woman, it's in our nature to protect them, a feminine woman, because we know how rare it is in this generation now, because there's not a lot of feminine women out here these days.
Okay, let me ask
And
you a
real
question.
quick, it doesn't mean you have to be dumb or anything either. You get
Right,
what I'm saying?
exactly. Explain
That's
that,
why a lot
please.
of times I feel like they act like, you have to be dumb. It's like,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
You know?
She's a millennial. She's a millennial like me. And I got onto millennial women early though, man, because millennial women are the modern day parents. And a lot of them are just don't get it. Just don't get it these days.
I'm
You know what I'm
one
saying?
too. I
Oh,
know.
let
A
me
lot of
say
millennial
this.
women.
Yeah, let me say this. Doubling upon this, he said, "You're not picking me at all. Women who speaks with logic are ignored." That's true. That is very true. They trying to know her, but let me get back to Alexis, girl. Let me tell you, where is your husband? You know, I kind of see your husband. Your husband been looking good, and I know Alexis. Listen, do you want to be in the garbage? That's mine. Okay, these 3 kids, and you and see this is the conversation. See, I'm playing these roles here because you know what I'm saying, Alexis,
Oh
because
yeah.
this is going.
Oh yeah.
This is not just us men hearing. Alexis is hearing this too, and she's 36.
You gotta watch out for them too. Yeah, they're gonna be looking at your man,
Yeah,
hoping
yeah,
you mess up
exactly.
so they can run and call. And the same way with the men,
Yeah, them sweet apple boys too, and them sweet apple boys too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh
hey,
yeah, they really want you to go
oh,
out.
they
And,
really
he
want you.
ain't
Hey, hey,
nothing.
hey,
Mm-mm.
Mm.
them sweet apple boy. You know what the sweet apple boys say? You want me to say?
He,
You know what the sweet apple boys was saying? Hey, you listen here.
Mm.
Um, I know your husband don't have a tongue like mine. I lick that thing so good, boy. I make the water fountain look good. You know what I'm saying? And you know I would say about that. Do you want a bullet in your motherfucking head? Do you?
basically.
All right, then listen. They ain't no. You cannot do what my husband do. Hey, listen. Hey, like he got his, like he got his thing. I got a stronger stick. But see your stuff, sweet apple boy. You don't recognize God's creation. You
Correct.
use it against. You use it against causing destruction against God's family.
Yep.
And women too. I gotta put men and women. You're using your sexuality to destroy families.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts. Facts,
Right
man.
there. Say it again. You hit it on the
Do
Leviticus
you want me
head.
to
20.
say it again?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm.
This is true.
You're homosexual men and women. Y'all using your sexuality to destroy human families.
Major
Yeah.
facts.
Well, if
And
Major
if
facts.
y'all going to get dealt with that.
well, if,
That's what I wanted to say on part 1, but I couldn't get that because I was on the road in 2. And I said part 2. Do I have to say it again? I'm gonna say it one more time. Can I say it one more time?
Say it again.
One more time. Yep.
Y'all homosexuals, and then even the ones that the sweet loving boys, sweet apple boys, and your sweet pale women that from the Garden of Eden, you're using your sexuality to destroy human families, and that also is a detestable thing in God's eyes.
they're also using it to destroy themselves. If you look at the concept, like if you look at the
Yeah,
book,
that too. But I
Yeah.
gotta put it out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Go
mm,
ahead, bro. I'm
no,
sorry. Go ahead.
that's all good. If you look at the book, which was, as far as you pay attention to the wording, Steve Harvey's think like a man, but move like a lady, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
however that's titled. But to that concept, I'm paraphrasing. Was to think like a man, act like a lady. Okay. Um, well, the America's agenda is for you to think like a man still, because a man's industrial.
Uh-huh.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but to act like a lady, but more so change that act like a lady, but more so live like a lady. Like you basically take in man parts, just like a lady, but still be industrial.
Uh-huh.
So basically getting the money off of you is economics too. Overall, the agenda, from the macro aspect is economics, and from the micro, aspect is basically to basically, to defile you,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
to have you
Facts.
That's
basically.
That's
yeah.
deep.
Hmm.
That
That's
That is
very
very
deep.
true.
analogy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true. You're right, Ice Turner. Let me go more on the point and let me know I'm connecting the dots what you were saying. And also, we gotta watch out of these sweet apple boys. They are making suits to make believe they're a woman. So they pull their stuff in and make believe that they have a little interest. You know what I mean?
I say
And then
yes, y'all men really got to start questioning people
right, you
nowadays.
got question people,
Got
and
to.
then vice versa, they making men suits for women to make sure they have their own
Oh no.
little stick right
Mhm.
Yep.
there. So little way swinging, little boy. That's what they have.
I want to say this to I want to say this to Honey though in the chat room though. You know, you putting everything on black men. Yeah, I mean, we got flaws though, but guess what? A lot of y'all were very rebellious and stuff. You didn't want to be with the righteous man. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? And
man.
Shahrazad Ali had warned y'all a long time ago. And look where
Yep.
we at now. Look where the hell where we at now though.
Listen, but this is the same person again. I gotta reiterate it. If you remember, am I right, brother, Ice Turner, brother, brother, Cool Jit, and sister Alexis, is this the same person say that she have a friend that she grew up with, is homosexual, and she don't mind being with him? Am I correct?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because I
Yep.
have
I do
a
recall that.
friend I was talking
Am I
to.
correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so we have to understand what side that she picked. Because all along, if you see, she was going against a black man, especially heterosexual. I
Yep.
want you to understand that. And I know you understand that in the chat. I mean, in the panel. I know y'all get it, but I want people to understand this from the clouds. This is the same person that went hard of a homosexual man that she grew up with. But any man, it don't have to be a black man. She said black man. It could be any man that stand up for God's purpose that are heterosexual. She don't like.
They'll give more respect to a dog before
They give
heterosexual man.
respect, yeah, they give respect to an animal than us. And that is another thing we should talk about it too. They are allegiance to a dog's animal flesh.
I just think it's horrible personally because my father, my grandfathers, and I'm not saying anybody on here is perfect. I believe the
No,
only
we're not. We're
perfect
not. We don't want it
person,
perfect.
No, no,
died
nobody.
on the cross for our sins. That's how I was taught that nobody is perfect. But also, when you learn that it's an abomination, which I feel like sometimes they leave that part of it all out, it hits a little harder. And, you know, to just always though blame everything on the black man, I don't know. Like as a woman, to me, it's getting old, you know, because we have to blame it on everything. The woman, the man
Yeah,
above
we
the
agree.
man.
We agree. Right. Be
You know,
accountable. Yes.
it's we all have to take our accountability and just know that the only perfect person died on the cross for our sins.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
there are some abominational sins out there as well.
Yeah.
So
Also, yeah, that's true. Ice Turner, I want you to get at this. Then Alexis, then Kujins. Honey, she said my friend is a homosexual, but that doesn't mean I like homosexuals.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, hell, she loves hell yeah, she loves.
Now you see what you're saying, right, honey?
Right.
I asked him, Alexa, and is the man right what they say?
you men are correct. Yes. I mean, I explained my story earlier, so like I will keep going back as women. I feel like maybe we do get manipulated into it a little bit, but we are old enough now, you know, to know things. And
Okay,
especially if you were raised with it.
yeah, and no, we never say that you own a dog, honey. That's not what we're saying. We're just saying as example. But you did say that you know this homeless. Y'all been friends or like a brothers for a long time. But this is a question again. Why you are defending anything that detestable in God's eyes? but you will not fight hard for heterosexual pride, just as Cool Gent say, just as another Shay say, just as Ice Turner say. In my own way, why you don't want to fight for a heterosexual pride? Why are you so against? Because when you talk about black men, you also talking about black women too. That are in alignment of heterosexual pride. I want you to understand that. And I guarantee that Alexis is hearing this as a heterosexual woman, black woman that she is. I know she's holding her cool. Am I right?
Yes, I'm keeping my composure. I think
You're
very
trying to
well.
get because you talking greasy now. You actually let her know that you are disrespecting her feminine while you saying those things like because she is happily married to a black man. She had children by him and even together. That means that you are against God's family. Now I want to know in the panel, am I correct or I stand to be corrected?
Correct. It they're
Most
trying to ruin the
correct.
family, God's family.
Oh,
Yeah, very true.
So I don't know where you coming from with this. That you so amazed of homosexual, but not one time of part one and part two, Sister Honey. You have not defend for heterosexual pride. Not one goddamn time.
she's trolling, man. I told you she's trolling,
No,
man.
I understand that, bro. No, I get it, but I gotta let this out, man. Do us men, we gotta get together. Yes.
Us women do too, though. If she's a millennial, I'm a millennial. So
There
I'm
it is.
sorry.
There it
We
is.
have
There it
got
is.
to get it
There it is.
together.
There it is. There it is. See, that's easy. Here for the there you go. You see that? But see what you saying, unless it's a problem. This are us brothers we go to. Me, Cool Jen, Ice Turner Jr. and others. This what we go through.
Yep.
And you've been going through it. Sorry. Like,
Right, we
I,
you
because
right,
my
we
dad,
been
I
you
mean, I
right.
just look at, growing up with a dad, you know what I'm saying? A black
Oh
male,
man,
you get
come
what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
Like,
I mean, yeah,
y'all
you
have been going through shit forever. And
yeah,
his
you're right.
dad,
I
Oh yeah.
agree, and
excuse my French, but yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, no, you good,
and
And
sis.
then
you
if
and
we can't even support y'all, like, who's supposed to support y'all?
Oh
And
yeah,
if you
now.
don't support us, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I can,
But I'm
it
saying, all
goes
right,
both ways, but,
yeah. Oh, God, man.
you
Yeah.
know,
It,
and then, I love when I hear people, oh, well, gay people can have kids too. Well, they messing them kids up just as bad as, the society is in general, like as a heterosexual family having to try to, teach your children stuff, then you see, oh, well, they got two daddies or they got two mommies. Or,
Right, exactly. So now,
that can't be healthy for a child. I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm saying now, honey said, I'm with a straight man, and he letting this happen. He letting you happen. He letting you have a homosexual friend that you said that you in a constructive relationship with a man and woman. Does that make sense? I want to know, does that make sense?
Not for my lifestyle, no.
And you know what, honey? She's married. It's not just brothers we talking.
yeah.
Cause maybe you
It,
trying to tune us out. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
no, I was gonna say you're good. See, in a lot of ways, you can't really fault them in one aspect. I would say like a lot of people like to, you know, peg them all as evil, like, you know, as far as like women that support, you know, that the overall agenda, but they were actually trained to support that agenda. They were never really taught in their household what's really right from wrong, or how to do things correctly, or what to believe. You know, they you know, and that's the thing about, you know, what people will talk about as far as the father being in the household. Now there might have been a dad in the household, but not a father. See, that the father
There's a difference.
affirms and confirms the child's identity, their destiny, and their sexuality. And when the father's not there, that leaves everything up for confusion and unrest. See, this is what you see with society now. Why there's blurred lines. The overall government agenda, where it started from first, was removing the father out of the house, or removing the
Mm-hmm.
potential father out of that house to basically create this.
Right. Exactly. I want y'all to read the last comment of what Honey said. Oh, you want
I
me
want
to
to say
read it?
this. I want to say this though. I'm gonna read it. She said, many of my exes always had a problem with my best friend being homosexual, and no, they aren't never around each other. Your best friend is supposed to be your husband. Did you know that, honey?
Oh, that part of it all.
Yo,
Talk about that.
your husband's supposed to be your best friend, not your homosexual friend. Why is your homosexual friend your best friend?
Oops.
Are you giving it up to him?
Oh, but we're ignoring the scriptures. What?
Nah, she's trolling, man. She's trolling. If that's a she, but they trolling, man.
But that goes back to, what we were saying, how, when they get older, then they're going to want somebody. Well, let's hope that homosexual friend will be your somebody, because the chances of you finding a man at 40 and to be able to settle down with and have kids, if your body allows you to have kids, is slim to none. Because we haven't even brought in the food aspect of it all, how they're killing us with that, sterilizing us and things. So it's true. You don't have, when you are in your prime, 25-ish, we got to stop all this, partying and thinking that we're going to be young forever, because we're not even guaranteed the next minute, let alone the next day.
Truth. That's the truth.
So Alexis, how old is your? Can you give us the age of your kids? If it's too personal, I'm sorry.
No. My daughter's 9 and my son is 4.
Your daughter's 9 and your son is 4.
Correct. And me and my husband been together for 10 and a half years.
There you go.
That's what's up.
See. So it does.
And we've been through the ugly. I tell people that all the
so
time.
you went through trials and
Yes,
tribulations.
it ain't pretty all the time, And I always say we had to get through that ugly to even probably know what pretty was. Because it ain't about money. It's not about the material things. It's if you could be there for your man when he's down and out and he don't know how he gonna put food on your family's table, to tell him it's okay. God got us. We gonna, to have faith, not just, to be that one within God. And we're lacking a lot of that.
Yeah, let me ask you, when y'all went through that and you gave him that, he act like a man, right? He cried, right? Because he don't want you to be in the street, right?
Yeah. And he did what he had to do legally, thank God.
Yeah.
To do,
And got it done, did it?
Yes. And it wasn't oh, I'm not gonna work there because you know what I mean. I'm too good for that. No. He took what he could right then and there. And
you
by the
didn't knock him.
blessings of the Most High, we've been blessed. We just purchased a home. You know what I mean?
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, because that was one of the goals we've been working for.
And I bet you when you purchased that home, I'm talking about as a woman, you see the happy in him. I provide something for my family. We both
Yes.
did. I know y'all both did. I'm just saying as a
No,
man.
but he did. Because right now with, daycare and stuff, I stay at home right now. But like I say, the most high, the power of prayers, I don't need though. I have everything I need. I don't want a lot. I had
Yes.
those days. It's my kids' time. It's me
Yeah.
to, enjoy all that. So, but I have every single thing I need. My child, all of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most high. That's just I'm getting chills thinking of it because I know that's the most high.
That's true. Yeah. But
I got
to
a
honey,
question.
you say no. Let me get this. She said I don't have a husband, I have a man. But even though that's supposed to be your best friend, y'all in
That's
a
true.
relationship together.
He,
Can I?
we
I want
probably each other's only friends sometimes. Like, you know.
if I may, I want to ask Alyssa. If I may, Alyssa, may I ask you a question?
Yes,
Why do you think most, millennial women in this generation are so unsatisfied, even when they think they had it all?
it's the greed. I feel like we're all greedy. We all want every single thing, and a lot of us were told we were entitled to it.
Oh,
Hmm.
And
oh, oh,
that's what my
Interesting.
dad always pushed on. We weren't entitled to anything.
oh,
I come from a grandfather that had properties, still to this day, he's passed away, but my fathers and uncles, but we're not entitled to nothing,
oh,
you know,
Hmm.
oh,
and you need to respect yourself, love yourself, and everything else will come to play. You know, I can't try to go love anybody if I don't love myself. And having the nicest new pair of, jeans and a nice bag and new nails and hair only goes so far for so long.
oh,
And you
Hmm.
start to feel empty and empty. Now, either
oh.
you're going to figure out what's going to fulfill it better, or you're going to, I feel like, start lashing out on things with, you know,
I got
you, if
you.
that comes to, well, you don't have a BMW. You know how much it costs to fix an engine in a BMW? Anybody can have a BMW, okay? Can you
Right.
fix your BMW is the question. This
Facts.
is the things we don't, as women, millennial women, I don't think we even comprehend that.
Talk about it.
So you
Well,
want to have a man, a Range Rover, you want your Audi, God forbid something break down and you got to get a new tire, anything. You got, you know, car notes on top of it, you
oh,
know. 'Cause I don't know if they
Hmm.
understand owning something anymore. Like I was blessed to have a father that taught me this stuff. So I do know a lot of people did not have that. But after a certain age, I feel like that's on you to learn it or just be behind.
oh. So
Hmm.
Especially with the social media the way it is and everything at our fingertips with the internet.
yeah, let me ask
Facts.
Ice turn to see. You still there, brother? You still there, brother?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Now you hear this. Now, do you hear this? And also, Cool J, do we hear this often? What Alexis talking about?
No, I don't.
Hey,
I don't really know
no,
too
you
much.
don't, right? Right. Me either. What about you, Cool J?
Man, I haven't heard it from my left or right ear at all.
Mm. No, I don't have a car. And your point, honey?
Yeah. But if you're gonna get to work, that's all that should matter. You know, you're
Hmm.
gonna make sure she's gonna be,
I don't have a car, honey. I don't. I don't have a car.
a lot of people
Well,
don't admit.
what's the question? Why are you ask that question? Do I have a car? Like,
Oh,
wow.
It's
So
true.
I don't have a car. So you see, I don't have a car, I my value what you know. No, that's had nothing to do with being single in VA. You stereotyping that. That had nothing to do with it.
You know
Uber's
something?
everywhere.
Yeah. You know something though, Americans are the most powerful, greedy mofos in the whole entire world though, out of any other continent. Truth be
I
told.
agree with that.
Just full
I'm
of
just,
pride.
especially after COVID, like once COVID hit, seeing the really, I don't know if it's just, I don't know. I don't know if anybody else felt this way, like a vibe or energy change,
I felt
but
it.
that greed, I don't know if it was the toilet paper or what, but I was like, dang, what is the matter with us? Here we are, a country supposed to be great and free, supposedly. But and we over here fighting each other over some toilet paper? Like, what is going on, y'all?
Oh, we ain't seen nothing yet. We
Oh
ain't
Oh
seen
no,
nothing yet.
that's why, yeah. When they say it's some part of, I'm not giving my scriptures, but you know, when the veils open more and we start seeing this stuff, people gonna fall over, and I believe it. Like some people are not going to be able to handle it at all.
let me
Hmm.
read this.
Oh
Let me
yeah.
read this.
It's gonna be like a sci-fi movie too, or something. But people like I feel like us, we at least have that little bit, where we're like, okay, we don't know what's about to happen, but we've got a little bit of preparedness. You know what I mean? Like we can't be
All that.
scared of this stuff now. We
Yeah,
got the most high on our side.
yeah, exactly. Well, so honey, what do I missing? I don't. He said that's why you see what your kind of car you have. I don't have a car. That's why you single in VA because you speaking on relations, but you missing what women want. Most women in VA and South want their men to have a car.
Well, that's probably most women because most women are very materialistic. But in this day and age, I hear the younger generation don't even want to get cars because of Uber. That's all I hear. We don't need a car. We got Uber.
I
So
got. I know she is right. She's right about that. But I would say this that how about if a person cannot drive a car of a medical or a disability?
very true.
Mm.
So
Right.
so you so you go so what you gonna say that man all women do not have value? Now despite I don't have a car, I am self-sufficient. I take the bus or sometimes I take the cab. I make
Right.
sure I get my way. So, but that makes me less than a man. Makes me my value of the man is not important because I don't have a car.
But
Do
that's
you
the
hear?
problem.
Do you
We're
hear
put
yourself what you say, honey? I'm sorry, Alexis. Go
No, I'm
ahead.
just saying that's the problem. We're putting a value on a car instead of somebody. Your happiness. Wouldn't you much rather be happy? Who cares
Right.
about a car? If it means that you're happy, I mean happy.
And guess
To be
what?
like to wake up to be like, okay, I know we might have some issues today, but I'm up, I'm here, I'm happy. That car ain't gonna mean nothing. I'm sorry.
You know
And to
something
me as
though?
a woman, that's what I look for, the happiness of it. If you can find someone to make you happy, that you ain't going, oh God, I gotta wake up to this person every morning. Like, come on now. A car don't mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. So what? He has a car. What if you don't have a? What if you have to go live in that car? Would you live in the car with the man if you had to live in a car with your man? That's another type. See, this is the stuff they don't like to hear, the ugly part. So let's say, yeah, y'all got everything. Something happened and you got to go live in his car. Live in his car like a gypsy. You gonna stay with him?
Oh,
Hmm.
oh wow.
I know I stay with my husband
Mm.
even before he was my husband. But I can't say a lot of women my age would say that. And that's what's sad.
And
And they want to know why they're
Hmm.
not happy.
I can tell you,
Yep.
even women my age they ain't gonna do that. Bunch of let me shut up.
And they wonder why they're not happy because they're not putting the happiness where it needs to be from the heart, you know.
And you know
Instead,
something? You know something? I bet Alexis agree with me with this. A woman's femininity can push a masculine man to great things, to do great things beyond he thought he never could do.
Yeah.
yes, yes,
You
very
know what I'm saying?
Sometimes,
true.
That's what
yeah.
the modern millennial women don't understand. And yeah, I'm going hard on the millennial women, some of the Gen Z too, the younger ones too, because I don't want them to follow after the steps of like the older women stuff. Because the older women are supposed to teach the younger women, but a lot of them are too busy in competition with the younger women, though, man.
Yeah.
Let me get this up. Brother Watcher from down under. What's going on? That's family right there. I ain't see you in a while, man. Brother Watcher in the building, man. I'm happy to see you, brother. I'm telling you, that brother, oh my God, yo, he got it going on, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, so by hearing this show, I want you to understand what I'm saying. And brother, Ice Turner Senior, I want you to get into it too. I
Mhm.
said I know I'm not driving. I'm saying I'm self-sufficient, right? I had women had tell me that I can't deal with you because I don't want to be no chaperone. I never say you be a chaperone. What are you talking about? Because I think a man should have this and that. So how about it's vice versa? Because it can happen vice versa now. Well, a man's supposed to drive women around. Who said that? Who tell you that shit? And so for me as a man that's 55, I shake my head and sometimes I be like, and I know there's some good women out there. It is, you know.
Oh, yeah, no
Okay,
doubt.
okay, Ice Turner, thank you. Yeah, hit me up, brother. Hit me up. Okay, thank you, Ice Turner. Yeah, you can drop that. Yeah, and so your man. Oh man, I was going to. Okay, and so basically, it's like I got an apartment. I mean, it's not all that. You know, I'm willing. You know, but it's not good enough. But I know I'm not the only brother dealing with it because there are younger brothers dealing with it too. And then they go, well, you know, listen, I like, you know, the pandemic is happening. I want to go to restaurants. I want to go to, why you want to go to parks? The pandemic out here. Well, you know, I want to live my life. I want to go to concerts and stuff like that. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but, you know, the pandemic out here, you don't want to like go do, nah, I ain't trying to be up in here and stuff like that. I don't want to get hold down.
Last time I checked, honey, I thought that the woman's supposed to be the help meet instead of the destroy meat.
That's what I thought.
Because you either build a wise woman buildeth her home, but a what was it? But the other woman is will pluck it down. A foolish woman plucks it down with her own hands. So which one are you?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Okay.
women that's plucking their own house down with their mouth.
Won't you do me a favor, cool Jensen, because I gotta take care of some in a few seconds. Won't you read what she said to Alexis and let you want to see something? I gotta take care of something right now. Hold on.
Okay. Birds and trees to build nests for the possible outcome. Give me half step to look for a wife. That's all I'm saying. See, I never believe in no 50-50 thing. I believe both parties giving 100-100. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? I
yes.
always believe in 100-100 though. I don't believe in that 50-50 thing though. You know, of course, everybody's
I'm
not
back.
gonna have everything in a row. But okay, you said you're the helpmate, you know, because I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of even famous guys and stuff, you know what I'm saying, get all this money stuff, but guess what? A lot of women take them down for all this shit. They take all this stuff though to a certain time period though. You know what I'm saying? You hear it and you see these stories all the time. And then you
Well, I
talking about
always,
then they talk
oh, I'm
about they
sorry.
don't want the yeah, then they talk about they don't want the dusty broke dude though. But you having to come about taking all this man's money though, $75,000 a month for child support. Are you kidding me?
And let me say this though, because there's gonna be some brothers in the space. I know I said it briefly on part one a few hours ago. that we complain. No, we not complaining. We critiquing what's going on, what happened out here and everything. There is a difference. And then we have a woman, a happily married black woman, happily married cis, that are echoing what we is talking about. And she bringing a lot to the table, what's going on tonight. So any brother trying to come after whatever it is you complain, you need to shut up. And any toxic woman want to go contrary what Sister Alexis was talking about, brother Ice Turner Senior and Cool Jigs and myself and Absalom, y'all need to shut up. Need to shut up and get with the program. If you're not want to get through God's program, you need to shut up. Get out the way.
Well, I also like this quote. I don't know who said it, but behind every great man is a greater woman. I can't remember how it's exactly put, but it was really powerful because it's basically saying just because he's up front, and he's the leader and things, doesn't mean that you ain't in the back doing good things too. And you ain't trying to, build your man to be that greatness.
Facts.
Like
Yeah.
we've got to do that. I don't need to be the front row. If the role is you're supposed to be in the front, I'm supposed to follow. Have people get mad if I say something like that, I'm sure. But that doesn't mean, that I'm not back there like, okay, we're gonna do this. You going, yeah, that's true. We should do it this way. You work as a team. You work as one in the eyes of the Lord. Now, just because, maybe you supposed to, as a man, take it to whoever, doesn't mean I didn't help you, come up with a plan or say it this way, and I know like my grandmothers, that's how they were with my grandfathers. It was a teamwork.
Right.
It
But you know, Alexis, I'm gonna throw it at you again. Well, girl, listen, you need to be in front of that man because that man had been in front for decades. You know how they get that. Why you wanna be a team? He's supposed to be part of your team. This is black woman magic. We number one. Black man number two. Man number two. You giving your feminine, he gonna take advantage of you. Make him pay everything when he done. So what?
Now I'm just shaking my head.
You know that. You know they saying that.
Yeah, I do. You know what I mean? Because I got friends right now that probably look down on me because I'm not, where I'm supposed to be in their eyes. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. That's what I say. Everybody looking at this greed, materialistic, all this stuff that in the long run, it don't matter at all.
Can I say something too? What's funny?
Go ahead.
When a brother go through experience with so many women, so like being hurt. I'm not saying that women don't get hurt. I know women been hurt too, but talking about men, you know what I'm saying? When men go through something and have been hurt by so many women, though, man, and then you have the women talk about, well, what kind of women have you been dealing with? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, American women, because the culture is toxic. And I'm not saying all American women, it's not all. I know that. But it's because of, like I said, even the so-called high educated women and stuff like that, they copy that hood rat mentality though, man. And they carry it on, they pass it on, stuff like that. But a lot of them, not one time have I heard them say that they want to become wives. But it's always about careers, CEOs, you know what I'm saying, all this material crap.
And that's putting the family structure, second.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're being more selfish to, only do you basically to a certain point. Because, like, yeah, once you hit 40 or something, you're going to want that. And you ain't going to be able to get it. But yeah, you have PhDs, a bunch of, things to put on your wall for what your kitty cat to watch.
Right,
You
because
know,
guess what?
Oh.
Right. We don't care. And guess what?
Now, now, what's kitty cat you talk about?
well, I'm talking about, the cat ladies.
I'm
Okay,
telling
okay.
you.
I just
Yeah.
want to check.
No
Okay,
husband,
so,
no kids, a bunch of cats.
Right.
oh,
Because guess what?
yay.
I guess y'all can talk about the other one too, just to watch. But you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But the cat lady.
I got you. I got you.
But it's true, there really are them cat ladies. And then
Mhm.
I started thinking about, like, oh, they really are like that. We about to have
Yeah.
a lot of cat ladies in this millennial generation if they don't get
I'm
it.
telling
Meow.
I'm telling you though.
Oh,
But
sorry.
then they get mad at brothers say like my age that go down to like early 20s to find a woman, not saying it's not, but we go down because we want to have a family and stuff like that. We get shamed for it. We get crucified for it. You know what I'm saying? And
But a woman should know after 36 it's unhealthy to even give the
exactly.
birth to a child.
Exactly. And they know that. Like I said, a lot of men, we ain't got time out here playing games and stuff. The number one killer for black men is stress. And we don't need any of that in our lives. So if you can't bring us peace, we don't freaking need you. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're going to get it everywhere else. You're gonna get it from
Exactly.
work, the streets, the
Mm-hmm.
police,
Mm-hmm.
anywhere else. Why come home to it?
Yep. And it's just sad where we are in 2021, how a lot of black men and black women don't know how to come together. It's really sad. And the brothers not getting respect, and how the brothers not training, not really teaching the woman in a way. I mean, going about doing things the right way. But this is where we are right now, and it's disheartening. It's really heartbreaking.
It really is because, I mean, I know I come from teenage parents, but I don't call it the broken home because my father was never in my home, but I know and he lived out of state most of my life. But I know compared to other single mom families that I grew up around, I had more of a father than they did. So I don't want to out here look like I came from some, perfect little family or anything.
Right.
But yeah. But my dad he worked hard to be in my life. There'd be times 10 o'clock at night, my mom waking me up like your dad just getting home from work out east, you know what I mean, in Boston. He wants to say hi. But and then looking back, I respect my dad so much for taking that step to go to Boston because he opened opportunities for me and my siblings that we would never have had.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying I wasn't angry at some point in my life with it, but I healed from it. There's a lot of things too. We have to heal. We can't
Facts.
we have to heal.
We got to.
Yes,
This is
that's a big
serious.
thing.
This is serious though. Like I was saying, what's the point of us being here on this planet if we're not here to love, to build, to unify,
Be kind. Like I try to even teach now that, just, everybody used to be love everybody. Just be kind to one another. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
We don't have to love
Even
them. Just be kind because we don't know what everybody's going through
right.
or who
Right.
they could have lost or a job or,
Exactly.
what type of news somebody got. And
Exactly.
people are snapping nowadays. Like they have, I'm sure y'all see the news too. People are snapping.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Even the animals know their role in life. Even the animals know their role. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Because what is it? The women lions hunt, but the men protect the man lion is the one to protect the women at all times. But we
Right.
feed the women hunt for the man. He eats first. You
Right.
see, it's like I hate to be like, even the lions know.
Right.
But I've heard women go, look, the man lion even make the women hunt for them. Well, they hunt as a pack, and then yeah, but the man has his role. He's the king of the whole thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's how it's supposed to be though. But we're getting a lot of men that are getting destroyed, getting turned down by a lot of women. So that's why a lot of modern women are not going to get married in today's world. And a lot of guys just say, like, you know what, I'd rather be by myself than to go through this, you know what I'm saying? Dying at an early age and stuff, 30s and 40s and 50s and stuff, man.
Yeah, and also we guys cannot leave out them sweet apple boys and them
Oh
sweet
yeah.
pair of women. They ain't
Oh
part of
yeah.
it too. They
And the sad
pushing
thing
it.
about it, they get more respect. They get more respect than the real men. The alpha,
Yeah.
the real,
Oh yeah.
the
Oh
alpha
yeah.
man. I don't like using the alpha beta thing, but the alpha man aren't the thugs or nothing
No,
like that.
sweet
They just
apple
mama's
boys.
boys. Yeah, sweet apple
Yeah.
boys. They mama's
Right.
boys. They mama's boys,
Right.
and that makes her a mama's girl too. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Them mamas, I'm telling you, you know what the mamas is? Them she good old great sweet great white boy, great white girls, and usually they come from that tree too.
Oh yeah. And the reason why a
Yo,
lot of
nasty fruit is a nasty fruit.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because a lot of it's learned behavior. You
Yeah,
know, that's why we're seeing it. I feel like so much in our generation. Because they're learning it
yeah,
from the older women. I have
and
an
right.
guess
aunt
what? And the
as a
reason,
very modern woman, and she is evil. I've always thought she was evil, but she's never
yeah,
been married. She can't keep a man. But now being older, it makes sense. You see what I'm saying? But as a child, she just was evil.
and I'll say this too, though, man. You know, there's a time and place for everything. You know, as a child, I spoke as a child, as an adult. It's time to put away childish things and grow the hell up. Black man, black woman. It's time to grow the hell up, all the way up. Like I said,
Yeah,
seasons and stuff is changing right now. We're in difficult times, and it's going to be more difficult. So if you want real men, you need to help. Be on that man's side though, because right now we're at war, and it's not a physical war, but a spiritual war that's going on right now.
yeah, and also go more to the point, bro. That like people like me and you, we gotta protect women like Alexis that's on the side of God. You hear what I'm saying? Like I said, let me
Right.
re-emphasize it. Even if your husband around, we got your back, sis. But let it be known too. Me and I could talk behalf of Absalom and Ice brother Ice turn the scene. We not protecting toxic women. That's
Oh
a
no,
no.
no, they got to
Hell,
go, man.
no,
They
we
got
not
to go.
protecting. But Alexis, we protect.
Right.
And we
We
shouldn't be
protect.
protecting toxic women either. Like I shouldn't be protecting a toxic woman
Yeah,
either.
and the sweet and then also the toxic, the sweet apple right boys, we don't protect.
Nope.
We don't protect them sweet nasty ass 1932 bear pearl. I mean pears. We don't protect them either. No. They toxic. When you leave a fruit out for a minute, it gets rotten. There's no there's no value in that.
Yep. No seeds. No seeds at all.
No seeds or nothing. The seeds is gone. Why do you think a lesson saying at a certain age you gotta, women, you gotta bear fruit? But see, you
Mm-hmm.
go in there and you got the nerve to talk about it. Even these men too. A certain man got to be a certain time too. Them, they have kids too. But with the women, you getting in man, you marry these old men, and oh, he don't treat me right, and he's supposed to give me doing this and that, but at the same time, but also these old men, you gotta understand the women never care for you, so you gotta make decisions too. Oh, I'm just saying, man. We talking about that modern Garden of Eden, and it's wicked.
It's very wicked.
It's very wicked, man. I'm just telling y'all, man. It's
Five
crazy. I'm
dollars.
like,
$5.
oh, so you a fuck? Let me shut up. Nah, I ain't gonna get into it. See, I was ready to say something. I had to show repentance. I was gonna give it to you, honey, but I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I was going nope. I was gonna say something, but
You know
but
something?
what?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought these two topics, the last video and this stream.
Yeah.
I made a post, the other day saying like how young men like my age don't really belong in this generation because how everything is so toxic, and it's like it's not good for my health at all. I stay away from a lot of toxicity, men and women out here, and The relationships don't seem like the way it's supposed to be no more. But
Ah, man. So I'm single now. I'm single for a long time. So you know my life, huh? Yeah, that's it, babe. I can't help it. I be
I got
transparent.
I got a question though. So,
Go
honey,
ahead.
shouldn't you be with your husband right now instead of being over here where we at?
That's your best friend, right? Many of us see how broke you are, JT. Wow. What encouragement. Yeah, I want y'all to hear this. You see? I'm broke now.
And they wonder why you guys don't have any encouragement to even want to be in a relationship. Like you were just speaking, like this is just madness to me.
But you say you with a man and not one time you say he's your best friend. But your homosexual is your best friend.
And
You can't
she
make
left
this
all her
up.
men for the
You
homosexual.
cannot make this up. Yo,
But
you
she
know
left her
what?
men for the homosexual, and the homosexual don't even like women. Man, it's 3:12 in the morning. I want to
You,
tell you, brothers, I
no, no,
love
no,
you
no,
both.
no, 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 no. No, we're gonna close this out. We're
Okay,
gonna close out,
'cause
and I
I
want
got
you.
rising
No, no, no,
time.
no, no. Right, right. I want you to stay there till we close out together. Okay? Can you do that,
Okay,
Alexis?
but
All
does that
right.
that just kind of threw me off? Yeah,
Isn't it?
she
Isn't
don't
it?
keep her men for a gay man. Okay, but the gay man don't like women. They gonna have a lot of cats together.
Yo, it's funny. You can't make this up, right?
No, you can't.
You can't make this up, yo. All right. Alexis, make your laugh some moss, and please stay there till we close it out together. And also, Cool Jen, please laugh some moss, please.
I just
Man.
want to thank you so much for letting me on your platform, and
Exactly, no problem.
really enjoyed this conversation with you, brothers. I really appreciate it because it's good to know that we still have real men out there.
Thank
And I hope
you.
that I maybe gave you some type of encouragement that there are real women still out there that are looking for, you know, the right type of people, because I think a lot of us do feel this way and they're ashamed of speaking against the culture.
Hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You stay right there, Alexis. Brother.
Cool, gent.
Cool Jen. Hold on. Let me read this. My homosexual friend can get a lady quicker than JT can. Now, I'll see. I'm going to be nice to you. I really is going to tell you your friend could eat a dick, but I know he likes sucking dick, so I'm going to let that go. Okay, cool, Jay. You can make your last remark and wait for me to make my last remark. I just gotta get it out. You asked for that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate you having me on, though, man. Shout out to everybody that's on the panel. Shout out to you, Alexis. We got to do. We got to do a show. Hopefully, about the millennials and stuff like that. Talk about that too. Though. Hopefully, we can do that in the near future.
Let me ask you a question. Before, are you finished your remarks, cool, Jay? Did I cut you off? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was gonna finish up, but yeah, I'll just
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. I was just telling Alexis, you know, what I'm saying, it's good to see you all, you know, what I'm saying, feminine women, you know, what I'm saying, masculine brothers and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we should do a show on talk about the millennials and stuff like that. You know, the problems that we see what's going on with our generation, because it's some things that needs to be talked about and discussed that most don't really haven't thought about or just never talked about. But yeah, I appreciate you all for having me on.
Thank you. Thank you. Stay right there, Alexis. Stay right there. Okay. Hello, Alexis.
I'm here, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Stay right
And I
there.
would be down for the millennial show for real.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got to subscribe to each other's channels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Before I make my last remark, let me read this out because it's time to really flamboyant you, honey, because I'm really sick and tired of you really coming after, and I'm trying to be nice. She said, "Real men are very mad at homosexual men while their community is unprotected." Wherever you say, so you willing to protect a butthole than a so I get it. Okay. All right. She said that don't bother me. So that means that you don't mind that a homosexual man suck off another man, got shit in his mouth, and while you putting your mouth on his. That's what you saying. All right. He said, thanks for telling me what my friend is doing behind closed door. Well, you the one bring it up. You did. Nobody put a gun in your head. Okay. Now enough of that. Then I know you like back in streets, so and dead in streets and all that brown stuff and everything. And I ain't talking about no Hostels cupcakes, and the chocolate with the cream in the middle. I'm not talking about that. But I want to appreciate Absalom. I want to appreciate you, Cool Gent. I want to appreciate Ice Turner. Ice Turner Senior, and you, Alexis. I really appreciate it. Don't let it be the last time. Yeah, I understand you don't fight what he does in his bed. I know you don't because you I can't even say. I might have to. I got a little vanilla rum yet. I might have to finish this thing up. Yo, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But stay right there. I want to thank y'all. This is the part 2. Part 1, I'll put it in the chat. Okay. I want maybe probably when this finish loading, I'll probably post the part 1 in the comment section. I don't try to know a lot. I'm just saying that I'm willing to be on the righteous side, and wherever dead end street that you want to go on, that's on you. I just know I'm going straight to the path. Okay. But thank y'all. This is the end of part 2. Y'all have a good morning. Alexis, on behalf of my child, tell your husband to say hi, kiss the kids for us and everything. And we with you. We just want to let you know. Cool, just the same way too. I'm with you, brother. Ice Turner, I'm with you. Absalom, I'm with you. So just remember, y'all. No, before I say this, if you're traveling to your destination home, if you're single, or you travel with a family member, or you travel with colleagues, or you travel with friends, make sure wherever it is, make sure you get there safe because the climate out there is real and it's crazy, and we don't want nothing to happen to y'all. All right. And just remember, y'all, God didn't make sweet boy apples. And just remember, he also didn't make up dirty pears. If you not relied on God, just remember those seeds gonna be rotten. God didn't make sweet little boys, sweet red boys, and it definitely didn't rain on your dirty pear ladies. Just remember this: if you get on God's side and repent, just remember God, family always prevail. Is that loving God? Yes, it is. Just love God and He will help you. That's it. That's my thing to your fools. Good morning. God bless y'all. I really believe that. God bless y'all. This one is peace.
Peace.
Ghost.